Whenever I play a certain puff player, not you, another puff player, I just go ice climbers and wobble them.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I do to get around the puff matchup. Rather than learn it, get better at neutral, and like practice my punish game on floaties, I just pick ice climbers and then I wobble that person.
Yeah.
This is at the low level.
Right, because it's a very effective. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
very effective technique at lower
And
levels of play.
you'd think, right? That would happen, and I would go, oh, I'm just going to play ice climbers and wobble people.
Yeah.
But I don't. I couldn't tell you why. Do you know what I have the connection in my brain to know that it's going to get me through my toughest matchup, but not that I should only play the thing that gets me through my toughest matchup. Because if it gets me through my toughest matchup, what's to say it won't get me through all my easier ones?
Can I just point out that I feel really bad for Popo as an individual character? Like, he makes Falcon look like he has a real recovery and all these other things. All right, apparently we're having some problems. I don't know what our problem
is. The problem that there's no Nana?
Maybe he just noticed that. That was depressing. Yeah, poor Ryse. Shoutouts to Ryse. Someone give him a hug. That was mean.
Moonwalk grab, down throw, knee.
All right, really.
This is.
Yeah. Did anyone notice, by the way, if you're a Falcon and you want to like see what to practice, like practice your L cancels because your aerials are really good. And there's some like little. By the way, and the other thing that everyone should do anyway is just learn to play Peach for this matchup because it's so freaking easy.
It's actually silly how good Nair down smash is.
Oh my god, dude, it's insane.
Nana never techs.
Forward air alone beats this character. It's fantastic.
I will say, if you want to practice Peach, just set an Ices on FD and just Nair Nana across the stage. And then when you play a human being,
I'm being groped. In the wake of Harvey Weinstein.
Don't tell anyone.
I feel like it's necessary for me to point out that I am in fact being groped, and it is. What am I supposed to say next? It's a.
He's gonna pay.
Oh, never mind. He's pulling the Kevin Spacey. I can no longer accuse him of. Ah, god damn it!
Wow, it's so weird that no one tried that before.
Really though, they're like, yeah, well, you know, I'm like totally gay, bro. Like, oh, that's so good, bro. It's
good
like,
for you.
Good for you.
People don't know what to do with that.
But he was still 14, bro. Are you dissing him for being gay, bro?
I think it's
because that's not cool, bro.
Do you think he tried to like gum up the works of people trying to be so PC?
I think we just got Kaiser Sose. Like let's be real here. We just got Kaiser. Like
if his publicist or manager or his own plan was, all right, if they say anything bad about you once you say you're gay, you just say that they're like, you know, being hateful.
You do remember in that movie that like his character is a crippled character, right? Like one of the reasons the cops like don't think about Kevin Spacey's character as the mastermind there is because he's
got a limp,
sad-looking crippled character with a limp, right?
Yeah.
He's doing that again in real life. Like, wait, no, I'm gay, and
I think
he is now currently walking out of the police station.
Yeah.
And it'll be like another year before the general public collectively turns our head to the bulletin board, looks at the bottom of the coffee cup,
and it just says gay.
And it just says gay on it. And they're like, oh my god. By the way, I have absolutely no idea what the name of that movie is.
Oh, Usual Suspects.
The Usual Suspects, yes.
I love the idea that the coffee cup says
the coffee
gay.
cup says, right, on the board it says barbershop in Gay, Illinois, right? Like the coffee cup says gay. On the printout, on the fax machine that comes out, it's just three letters, G-A-Y. And then everyone will get this collective look like, oh my god, we just excused a pedophile because he said he was gay.
I don't think... I think that was their plan. It was the Spacey PR people were like, people won't know whether to hate a pedophile or defend a gay man. So they'll just like monkey wrench in the engine and just like devolve.
Again, he is using the Kaiser Sose defense, and it's very effective as usual. Kudos to Kevin Spacey for always being the smartest guy in the room.
And he has dope impressions.
Speaking of smartest guy in the room, O'Reilly's looking very good right now.
Right. Not the Kevin Spacey of Captain Falcon, though.
No, definitely not.
No one would ever say that.
Those sunglasses are not Falcon
approved. He's the big one.
You have to play a bad character that's easy to move around with, like Puff, to play with those glasses.
He's the Jeff Bridges of Captain Falcon, and
I
can't even imagine a better comparison. He's also up a great deal.
I don't know, the Kurt Russell of Captain Falcon.
I will say right now that I'm a humongous Kurt Russell fan. Not just literally, but also
the Hateful Eight. if you haven't seen Hateful Eight, you should really see
He
Hateful
fucks
Eight.
up an antique guitar. That's bonus points. Just right in the middle. You're like, oh yeah, that's like a 32. That's actually more. It's probably like a $40,000
Yeah,
guitar.
yeah, I was gonna say. No, that's a very well done movie. Like, again, I wish I knew more about film criticism so I could like offer like insightful thoughts on it. But
It was cool.
it's so nice. It recalls those Hitchcock. Clearly, it's those Hitchcock movies plus the Western genre.
It's like Murder on the Orient Express,
But-
except also
a Western.
a Western, and huge plot twist.
Yeah,
Near
right.
the end,
Right.
and then another one. It's two because,
Right.
actually, isn't there currently a remake of Murder on the Orient Express?
Yeah, there is, I think.
Okay, so go see that. Then what I just said will make sense, and then pause the movie when you see the first twist. Then consider what I just said, and then play it again, and then there's another twist.
Yeah.
Or
No.
is there? There
Right.
is.
Such a good question.
Buttonless pants.
Dude, assless chaps are where it's at. They are the top tier of the pants meta.
You know what it is? I've often been just around doing errands during the day, and needed to use my ass.
Yes.
For various
Right,
uses.
right. You
And
use your ass constantly.
I use it a lot,
Yeah.
and it's really upsetting.
I mean, I
how
use your
difficult-
ass constantly. Like
A lot
that's
of people do.
Right.
I am a Wisconsin I don't know.
Right. You're an all right. You are an all-purpose provider of ass.
I'm a known ass provider.
Right.
You know, I buy, I sell, I trade. You know, but it sucks when you have non-assless chaps, regular chaps.
Oh yes.
And you don't have easy access to your moneymaker.
Right. It's really unfortunate.
It would be like you know what, if that's what you use to make a living. It would be like if a beautiful model, for whatever reason, had to just wear like a mosquito net over their face at all times.
Right. Right.
That's how I feel about non-assless chaps. Oh man, I get fucked.
I agree. All right. Can Popo finish the easiest edge guard in the game? She can.
She?
Oh, I thought that was sort of assumed.
Is it a?
I mean, it's hard to know.
It really is.
By the way, did we ever determine like whether or not Popo is Eskimo or Inuit or Greenlander? Like, do we know? Like,
I think the better question is: are they married, related, or both?
I think they're both.
I think they might be both.
Yeah, I think they're definitely both. Like only. Yeah.
It's like a sister-wife
Yeah,
situation.
a character this degenerate is only capable.
I knew you were going to go
Right,
there.
and the only possible that level of degeneration is
Right.
only possible through incest. But
Inuit incest.
shout outs to
Inuit.
Alabama, Roll Tide, and the Texas
I think
and
you
the
told
rest
me
of the South.
you said if I ever go to Alabama, just keep saying Roll Tide.
Oh, dude, if you say Roll Tide, you can basically preface anything with Roll Tide, and people will be okay with it.
Do you have any gasless chaps? And they're like, "What do you need?" And I'm like, "Roll Tide," and they're like, "Right here."
Yeah, no.
Leather.
All of my favorite jokes all take place in Alabama too. It's really fantastic what an all-purpose place it is.
You told a really funny Armenian joke that isn't real at all or needs to be discussed.
Wait, are you denying the existence of the Armenian genocide?
I just think it happened in Alabama. That's the conspiracy theory I believe.
That would be like so unspeakably horrible.
No one ever sees that coming.
Poor Armenians. Like, it's bad enough that the genocide happened, but to happen in Alabama, like,
Roll Tide.
God, Roll Tide.
It's like how my mother will say, like, bless their soul, after somebody dies, to say Roll Tide after anything that takes place in Alabama.
Right.
Oh, is he? Yep.
All
I didn't
right.
know how he's supposed to get out of that on FD, because he can't, like, waveland go to a platform.
Yeah.
He's going to end right there.
If he doesn't drop this, I think I'm gonna look at hunt for some friendlies, because as much fun as it is to watch ICs, and as passionate as some members of our community feel about their inclusion, I don't know. I think I'll enjoy myself a bit more.
Hold on. Am I a crazy person?
Yeah. No.
What just happened? Ron stoppable. So now it is 2-1?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
I think you should hang out to the end of this set.
Oh, definitely.
Okay. I thought it was over because the 2 was in the weird spot. And you can tell how much attention I've been playing.
Can you? This is very relevant to the current situation. If you are, and again, one thing that I'm pretty aware of, Inuit, you can't be like, if you're from Alaska, you're not Inuit, because that's a different culture and a different language actually. So I think if you're from Alaska, you are technically Eskimo. If you're from Russia, I think parts of the Russian indigenous peoples to that area of Russia are also Eskimos, but I'm not sure.
What constitutes an Eskimo? Just the area?
I think it's Alaska. I think if you're Native American, you're from Alaska, you're an Eskimo. If you're from Canada, I think you're Inuit, and if you're from Greenland, I know you're like, I can't pronounce the proper term, so it's like Greenlander. I think is the appropriate term.
Newfoundlander?
No, that's Newfie.
Oh yeah.
And that's apparently offensive because no one likes them.
That's apparently offensive.
That's what I hear. But no, I'm actually really curious, like where Popo and Nana hail from, like in that respect, or maybe they're like really racist appropriators of Native American culture, and they're really just like little white kids, which is kind of what they look like, to be honest.
Yeah. Well,
So-
no, actually, that's not true. I think they look, if anything, vaguely Asian.
I don't know. Popo and Nana sound like really stupid white people names, don't they?
It sounds like, yeah,
It's
they're like a
this
caricature.
is, this is my daughter, Apple Nana Smith, or something like that.
Oh, she later becomes Granny.
Right. And once she matures a bit,
Right.
you know.
Ripens, as the Eskimos like
Right.
to say. So they describe aging with their.
What's
elders.
I wish I could remember what language Inuit is.
Oh, it's
Isn't it? It's I don't know which language it is. I think it means people, right? That sound right?
Every word means snow.
That's
So their entire language.
I
is
think Eskimo is French, though, isn't it? Or is it French or is it Ojibwe? Like it's either French or Ojibwe, and I think
It
it
doesn't
means.
sound French. It does not sound French.
I think it means like lacing snowshoes or something like that. Someone in chat should correct me, but I think that's right.
Is there anyone in chat? If I saw Icy's doing this, I would.
Yeah, no, if I were in
Be in a
chat,
different
I would be in a
browser.
different chat.
Can I see the chat, Ron? Is that cool? Just like stop talking about all this stuff.
Yeah, no one in chat, right? Like, if you're in chat, you probably should leave because you know.
No, it's just it's a handful of people, none of which are interested in Eskimo babblings.
Or don't know
They're
any.
here for melee and likely muted us.
Why would they? Yeah, I mean, that's
what
the
I would
wise.
do.
That's the wise choice. Okay, so now we're gonna call it. So, I'm gonna go find me some friendlies.
Right.
You, sir, have a